Chemia to jest wszystko, co nas tak naprawdę otacza. Jesteśmy jej częścią, czy chcemy, czy nie.
Fajne jest to, że nie tylko w laboratorium można się rozwijać i spełniać.
Nie powiedziałabym, że wykonuję jakoś szczególnie męski zawód. Jakkolwiek, jeśli popatrzymy na arenę międzynarodową firm o profilu produkcji katalizatorów w BASF-ie, to jestem jedyną kobietą na świecie zajmującą takie stanowisko.
Ta praca daje duże poczucie niezależności i samodzielności. To jest też ogromna frajda, jeżeli można coś samemu zrobić, widzi się tego efekty.
Moimi klientami są mężczyźni, więc mogłabym powiedzieć zgodnie z przysłowiem, że za każdym sukcesem mężczyzny stoi kobieta.
Ja dzisiaj na to nie zwracam uwagi, kto jest po drugiej stronie. Ja mam po drugiej stronie profesjonalistę. Wspólnie szukamy rozwiązań win-win po to, żeby ten biznes zrobić z benefitem dla obu stron.
Nie powinniśmy się kierować stereotypami. To, co lubimy, to należy robić.
Po jakimś czasie, przy zupełnie luźnej rozmowie, powiedział mi, tak jak się dowiedziałam, że będziesz moim szefem, to sobie tak pomyślałem, nie dość, że młodsza, nie dość, że krócej w firmie, to jeszcze i kobieta. Ale wiesz co, fajnie nam się współpracuje.
Welcome at UN Global Compact Target Gender Equality Live. Let me introduce our great guests, two Polish business leaders. Katarzyna Byczkowska, Managing Director at BASF Polska. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Thank you very much.
And Ewa Urbaniak, Plant General Manager, L'Oréal Polska. How do you do? How are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello, good morning.
My name is Aleksandra Karasińska and I am managing editor of Forbes Women magazine in Poland. And the topic of our conversation today is what business can do to engage more women in science. And let me start first with bringing up a few numbers. Only 30% of scientists worldwide are women, and only 38% in Poland. Given that women tend to be more educated than men, in Poland, for example, women already have more master's degree than men, one has to wonder why they are dropping out from career, what are the obstacles? They might be personal, connected to their lack of self-confidence, lack of support from their school and family at an early stage. Many data suggest that also national, cultural, economical, and regulatory factors play important role in the process. So knowing these obstacles and limitations, I would like to ask you, what leaders like you, leaders in business, can do to help women achieving better in science and achieving gender equality in science world. The question to Katarzyna Byczkowska, what BASF do and how they engage more women in chemistry?
Thank you very much, Alexandra. What can we do? Well, maybe first topic. So you mentioned that there's a significantly less females in the science world. I would add one more dimension, because science is one thing, but if you add on top production industry, especially the type of industry that we are in the chemical industry, this has been for many years not really associated with female job, right? It's a heavy industry in the difficult job. Well, that's at least the stereotype. But I think it's that the times are changing, the perception is changing, the world is changing, and the jobs are absolutely changing. So what actually in the past really could have been a male job today might as well be performed by a female, because it requires maybe sometimes even more female skills. If we talk about sitting in front of the computer and being more analytic and even operating very like production lines is not like it used to be. It's more about some very delicate skills that you need to have, which absolutely a female can do. So from my point of view, one thing is about maybe changing the stereotypes and changing the perception of the people of women in the world, that you can do it. Yeah, you can do any job that you want, hardly any job that you want, and you can be good at it. And this is actually part of our campaign, Chemia jest kobietą, so chemistry is a woman, where we want to show great examples in our company of great women who do some, let's say, at least in the past, considered as untypical female jobs, like in the middle of production site, or a female running a lab, for example, in this chemical company, a woman working in the automotive sector, doing things which are not typically female. So basically encouraging young women that this is actually cool, and it's and you can do it, and it's there's no more male or female. It's just that you like the task and you like the job, and you can actually develop. This is one part of it, and this is something that we're doing locally. This is our local campaign, which we're actually officially starting on the 8th of March, which is on Monday. And then we will show those pictures of our colleagues. Basically every month we want to present some good profiles. This is one thing, but there obviously one thing is this bottom-up initiative, because this initiative came from our colleagues. This was not invented on the top in the boardroom, even by myself. It's actually what our colleagues have brought to us, and they said, guys, let's do something like this. But then obviously you need some top-down initiatives as well, because it cannot only work from bottom up. There needs to be an acknowledgement, and there needs to be support from the top management. And this is what we also have. So we have introduced as BSF globally a gender target, and it's called 30-30. So by the year 2030, we want to have 30%, minimum of 30% females in every management level, right? Well, it seems maybe unambitious, maybe for some, but again, if you consider specifics of our industry, and if you consider that we talk about not only at certain groups, but across in all different levels, I think it's pretty ambitious. And let me just say that actually in Poland, so I'm very proud of my Polish colleagues, and I think we're doing really great in Poland, because we always had very active women. This is historical, and I think we're more active than our colleagues in Western countries. We actually have in BSF Polska 38% of women in the management position. So we have already greatly exceeded this target, but we're still not stopping, and we're trying to do something more, actually, to be even better, in that respect.
Great news from Poland, and really, Chemistry is a Woman. It's a great initiative from BSF. Ewa Urbaniak, according to your many years experience and observations done by L'Oréal, what do you think women need to feel welcome in science world?
Thank you for this question. I think that L'Oréal is a good example how the women can influence and what we can do as a women in the factory, in the business, and that we are bringing quite a lot of new ideas. L'Oréal from a long time is already committed to influence positively society, and one of our activity is the L'Oréal UNESCO program for women in science, which has been run since 2001. And it's really designed to promote the scientific achievement of talented women researchers, encourage them to continue research for science development, and of course, providing financial support. On the occasion, because it was 20th anniversary of this program in Poland, we did a survey between our stipendists, and 88% of them confirmed that this program helped them to develop a professional career. But in the same survey, the women were mentioning also the barriers to be more active on the science pole. One of is what already Katarzyna said is gender stereotypes, and it's really limitation related to the need to combine family and professional life. So here we can support them, and I think that women really need support on this aspect. And this fund that we provide can be used also to organize childcare or home care. This report shows also the need of system change. The current system of conducting research and managing scientific institution is not also fully compatible with combining family and professional roles. And it promotes more men than women. So systematic changes should include action that will allow for equal development of women, the scientific community, regardless of the family situation.
Thank you. And let's remember in L'Oréal Women in Science program, it lasts many years. This is anniversary year, so congratulations, great initiative. And the question that is actually a simple question, but I think you mentioned the world is changing. We all know that, but I don't think it's changing fast enough. So we still have to talk about it. Why business needs more women? Why business needs more women in science? Katarzyna Byczkowska, what your company in particular owns to women?
What my company owns to women. I'm just thinking what it owns. I think it owns a lot to women. And I'm thinking of some role models, chemistry. And the first thing which comes to my mind is Maria Curie-Skłodowska. I don't know why.
Same here.
It's probably a good connotation, yeah, but it's probably not the only woman scientist. There are many of them which are doing a great job. But what I feel in general is like, why do we need this gender balance? Especially if we talk about science. And science is about innovation, and innovation is about different perspectives and looking at things from different perspectives, and then having discovering things and uncovering things. And I can imagine it's really difficult if you have exactly the same people, same gender, same age, same culture, same nationality. There are probably some limiting factors to how much they can discover, because sometimes you have to look at things from different perspectives, and that's probably what a different perspective in general of this diversity. Because obviously a gender is one thing, but you have age and you have all the other aspects which are heavily promoting of diversity, because that brings creativity and that brings innovation, and that's how the best innovation can come to life. So this is my perspective, and I believe that nobody is actually challenging those perspectives anymore, and companies are more and more encouraging to go for that. And again, as I said, examples comes from the top. What I can be proud of is that we have put this target of 30%. But there are actions behind it. So we already have a first woman since a couple of years in the board of not BASF, not Polska, but BASF in general. As of, I think, 1st of May, we will have a second female. So now we have 2 females in the board of BASF. Again, a German industry, chemical, mature industry. So I'm proud that we're really moving fast, and I think we're doing the right things. Yeah.
Thank you, Katarzyna. I think what you bring up here is very important, that science is about creativity. It's about different ideas, different point of views, and diversity is the key to creativity. So thank you for that thought. Eva Urbaniak, what are your thoughts on it? What are the benefits of having more women in companies like yours, but in science also?
Today, L'Oréal research teams around the world work with many women who, through their daily research work, make a major contribution to formulation development and substance testing, which allow us to create innovative and effective products that also smoothly grow our company. Research and innovation are the key areas of our business development, and science has always been a great value. And I will confirm only the same what Katarzyna already said. At L'Oréal, we believe that diversity of gender, age, origin leads to better business results of the company. And it is so important because the consumer is also diverse and has very different needs. So diverse teams that reflect the consumer environment allow us to better understand and respond to these needs, which in turn leads to innovation and creativity. And also we are taking this L'Oréal UNESCO Women in Science that science need women, and we will do everything and we will support women to achieve all what they want.
Okay, so both of your companies are a great proof that implementation of idea of equality and bringing more women into business, into science, gives business an opportunity. It's a business opportunity. It's actually good for your business. This is the key takeaway from this conversation. Okay, thank you so much for being here with us. That was Katarzyna Byczkowska, BASF Polska, and Ewa Urbaniak, L'Oréal Polska, speaking here with us from Warsaw and ending this panel during conference Target Gender Equality. Thank you all for being with us and joining this important conversation. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you very much.